Hey guys, it's Charles Almighty Wraith of Game Warriors Gaming for a Cause. Um, I wanted to take a quick minute to discuss what Game Warriors is and some of our plans for the future. So back in 2006, we started Game Warriors as a tournament amongst friends to kind of battle boredom of just playing the same old games over and over again. Uh, Went to Walmart, bought a toy championship belt, cut up some old video game magazines, and made our championship belt. And we just got together. We played board games, card games, video games, and everything. And the winner got the belt. Um, and then in 2007, after my father passed, I'd kind of started thinking about what I wanted to do with my life and everything. And one of the things that stuck out to me was taking this tournament that we had created it for friends and family and using it as a vehicle to do some good in our community. And so a couple years we kind of mulled over different ideas and everything, and we decided to hold a tournament to raise some money for a local youth group, and had fun doing that. And then a couple months later had someone ask me to do another one, and it kind of just went from there. And that was in 2011, and we've been doing, that's what Game Warriors Gaming for a Cause got started from. And we, over the years and stuff like that, we've raised money for various charities such as St. Jude, Make-A-Wish, RAIN, and local stuff such as local food pantry, some more youth groups and stuff like that. We even started our own student recognition program and some other stuff. And most of our events are video game tournaments. We've had some marathons and stuff like that as well, to help these organizations raise awareness and raise funds and everything. Everything that cost to put on an event, the prizes, the renting of the building, and all that stuff, came out of our pockets. So it was a little harder for us to do more and more events than one or two a year. And then the last couple of years, because we knew we wanted to grow it and we wanted to make a bigger impact. Luckily, our church, for the last couple of years, has allowed us to use their youth building or their youth room and for our events. So that lightened the load on the cost of putting on events, so we were able to do more events and everything. It's still between scheduling from the church's events and our work schedules and stuff like that. It still became cumbersome, and we still weren't able to do as many events as we wanted, but we were able to do more. And over the last couple of years, we've been talking about, in order for us to really grow Game Warriors into what we envision, we need a building of our own. But with that there was more costs and everything. So we've spent last couple of years trying to think of a viable way for us to come up with a sustainable income that wouldn't detract away from the money that we were raising for these events, because we want for these charities, because we still want our events to be 100% whatever we raise to go directly to that charity. and us not have to recoup costs through those events and stuff like that. Um, so uh, last couple years we've we've toyed with some different ideas and everything. Um, and then this past year, in between my son having treatments at St. Jude and uh, the the COVID pandemic, we really haven't been able to do anything. Uh, we had one tournament for St. Jude right before the pandemic started. Then we had a house, our Extra Life event we were able to do here at our house because that's a marathon, and it was just the members of the board and a couple friends getting together and us doing that marathon. So we were still able to do a few events, but we know that we want to do more. We want to increase our reach and help more charities and stuff like that and get more people involved. Uh, so a couple years ago when I left GameStop, I've had a lot of people that uh, wanted me back. They wanted stated it wasn't the same since I left and everything else. And me and Adam, one of the board members, had joked at one point, hey, we should open up our own game store. And then this past year, that we revisited that. So for this time, it wasn't a joke. We actually thought about it and did some research and everything. And with my 20 plus years of retail / customer service experience, in which about half of that has been in some type of management role, we thought that might be a good way for us to afford a building and be able to put on more events and increase our reach. So we did a lot of research over the past year about different suppliers and everything, and how we would want our store to look. Because as gamers, majority of game stores that we go to, they cater to one type of gamer. And if you want video games, you go to places like GameStop or Walmart and everything else, or Best Buy. But as far as game stores, they're pretty much Game Exchange and stuff like that. They're video games, and they have some collectibles. They have some card games or tabletop games thrown in there, but their bread and butter comes from video games. And then you've got, on the other hand, you've got game stores that cater strictly to the tabletop crowd or to collectible card games and stuff like that. And so you have to go to multiple stores and stuff. And our vision was to have a game store, just like Game Warriors itself, is to have something for everyone, all types of gamers. The majority of our events are video game related, and it's complete randomness. You may play PlayStation, you may play Xbox or whatever. You never know what you're going to play until you step up for your turn. And we've been wanting to bring in, expand it to where we could get the tabletop audience as well and do some events like that. But that required us to having a bigger space, a dedicated space. So it seemed like all these ideas kind of fit together, and that's where we're currently at. We're in the process of doing that. That's where we kicked off a campaign on Rallyup for us to help get us a building and some equipment and stuff for us to start this store. And so, like I said, it'd be stuff for video games, it'd be stuff for tabletop gamers, and other cool stuff in there. We're also going to have some of our own brand of stuff through the Almighty Race Creations label, where we're just like if you've seen any of our videos or been on my Facebook page, where the t-shirts, the custom accessories, so like dice towers, dice trays, uh, terrain and stuff like that for D&D, custom shirts, that type of stuff is something else that we're going to offer. um, and there's so much more that we have planned and that we're still currently researching. um, so uh, that's kind of where we're at. And we can't wait to get back into being able to do more events and raising awareness and everything for these wonderful causes. We've over the years we've met some really cool people, and done some really good stuff for some really wonderful causes, and you know that is our passion, to bring the worlds of charitable giving, and gaming, and kind of blending the two, getting young people involved in charity work that more likely would not have been exposed to it or get involved. It's shown that we can have fun while we do something awesome for other people. So, kind of wanted to just get touch base on where we started from, where we're currently at, and where we're hoping to go in the near future. Um, so I want to thank you for your continued support, your prayers, your words of encouragement. You guys are awesome. So until next time, this is Charles Almighty Rafe saying, stay awesome and God bless.